Welcome back to Roadrunner Raceway. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I included a car in the video just to make sure you guys knew that this was still a car video, sort of. But I'm going to be doing a fantasy league where I race cars down. Actually, let's show you how the football fantasy league works right now. Hey guys, we are here down at the track. We're going to show you how the fantasy football works. Well, really how the football works, and then these different players scoring points for you. So we have the silver team on defense right now in the front row, and the red team on offense in the back row. On your mark, get set, go. That was actually probably the perfect run for me to explain this to you. So, he finished first. He's on defense. That means he didn't let anybody score on him, so he gave up 0 points. He finished second. He beat the other silver guy, and since he beat the other silver guy to the finish line, then he scores 7 points for his team, but he himself, as the hot rod, will score 7 points. So red is up. They scored 7 points here. This red man, he crashed right in here, but the silver dude way back here also crashed. Since they both crashed, but red crashed farther along, he scores a field goal for his team, and that's 3 points. And this guy in the back, well, he got beat by the hot rod for 7 points, and he got beat by the red car down there for 3, so he gave up 10 points, which would end up as -5 points for your fantasy football team. Alright, well, after that, now that you know how it works, here are the 16 cars that we have to choose from. Let's scroll down just a little bit so we get all 16 in there. There we go. So there are 16 cars on the outside. The draft is basically how much they are approved of off of their stats. Like, should you draft Gold C7? 100% approval. Should you draft CRX? 93%. That goes all the way down to, should you draft Big Tesla? 11%. Like, no, not really. Look at that. His speed is 9.1 seconds, and he gets down the track 1 out of every 5 times. That's not good. Anyway, we have at the top over here, we have speed and stability of the different cars. We have, speed is how long it takes them to get down the track. Stability, I put them down our track 5 times, and that's how many times, this number right here is how many times they made it all the way down. So Gold C7 made it down 5 out of 5 times. The CRX made it down 4 out of 5 times. The Cord made it down 5 out of 5 times. So I have it sorted by their approval rating. You can look over here for their actual statistics. But if you want to participate, I will be doing, in like this fantasy league, I will be doing a race every day, then statisticizing it and putting it up for you guys to see. All you have to do is enter in a draft list in the comments, and I'll put you in a league with other people, and then based on your draft list, you'll draft a team. So a draft list, basically you rank which car you would pick first, all the way through which car you would pick 10th. So it's 10 cars. First, the car at the top of your list is the guy that you would want to draft first. The car at the bottom of your list is the guy that, if you really had to, you would draft him. So I'll compare your draft list. We'll go through. I'll draft the teams. But one thing I haven't mentioned yet is your defense down here. So these are the 8 teams that are in the league that I'm doing. The players on the team. So like if you're thinking about drafting someone, you can look at who his teammate is. Are they faster than him? Are they better than him? Is he going to be outshone on the team? So that's something to take into consideration. The team's draft percentage, the team's average speed and stability, and then what division they're in. But you're going to pick one of these teams to represent your defense for your fantasy football. So a team's cap is 17 points. If they score let's say they give up 10 points, they gave up 7 less points than the cap. So they would score 7 points for your team. So if your team gave up 10 points, your defense would actually score 7 points for your fantasy team. Back up at the top here with the Cars, how their scoring works is when they're on offense, they get 2 times at offense, 2 tries at defense for the different halves of a game. When they're on offense, then as many points to score. Let's say you drafted Way Too Fast. Way Too Fast scored 10 points, but he gave up 3. Well, we cut 3 in half, and that's 1.5. We round down to 1, so he would get 10 minus 1, because that's how many points he gave up, would be 9 points. And Way Too Fast would contribute 9 points to your team, to your fantasy team. So if you picked Way Too Fast, he would give you 9 points, let's say, for that day, for that week. And then the 49ers gave up 20 points. So 20 is more than 17, so you would just get 0 points from your defense, and then you have one more guy. So if you guys feel like entering this fantasy tournament, go ahead and compile your draft list and put it down in the comments. And I will try to get a link to this Word document up, this one right here. If that doesn't work, then I'll just have added the pictures of this Word document at the end of the video for you to look over and make your draft list off of. I really hope this works. It's still kind of an experiment, but I'll see you guys in the comments. Quick note, the cars in blue can only belong to one team. So whoever picks them first gets them. Everybody else can belong to up to 2 teams if they get picked. So like me and my brother could both pick Glow 3, but then a third person could not have them. But if my brother took Gold C7, then I could not have them and nobody else could.